I'll just make sure the volume was good.
We've got 2 hours of talking to games. What's the WSL? What's that? That's the
Welcome back. It's good to have your company here for the final of the Jarden Open 242 mixed pairs here at the lovely Howick Bowling Club in Howick. And we've got a good final coming up here, Brendan Walton, between Alex Reid and Jenny Stockford of the Point Chevrolet Club. And they will be playing Rob Ashton and Linda Ralph from the Carlton Cornwall Club.
Yeah, definitely. We're looking forward to a really good final. But first, let's just quickly throw down greenside, where our umpire will be formally introducing the match and the competitors.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2024 final for the Jarden Open Mixed Pairs. On my left and on the left of the board, Jenny Stockford and Alex Reid. To my right and on the right side of the board, Linda Ralph and Rob Ashton. Good luck, good bowls, have a great game.
That way. Or you can go hats, no hats.
Yeah, hats and no hats. So as the players shake hands, the men will be walking up to take their post at the other end. It looks like the ladies will be starting this match.
Well, interesting enough, Brendan, both teams have already played on this rink today. Alex and Jenny, obviously, were our first covered game in the quarterfinal this morning, and then just recently we had on the semi-final, we had Rob and Linda playing. Basically, they're Linda's sister Estelle, partner, husband Paul, which is another tight tussle. So. Should be good. They both should know the rink, and thankfully the breeze has stayed away, which is a great thing for the players because, there's nothing worse than playing in a bit of a breeze, as they say.
No, definitely. And as we've highlighted throughout the broadcasts today, it's been a very windy 3 days here at Howick Bowling Club and around the greater Tamaki Makaurau region. Thankfully for finals, the wind has played ball, which has allowed us to see some really top-class bowls. And short break, quick turnaround between games, just enough time to make a cup of tea. Alex Reid and Jenny Stockford were offered both teams were offered the opportunity to have a trial end. Obviously a bit silly for the Carlton Cornwall combination, having only finished all of about 10 to 15 minutes ago. So Jenny and Alex just quickly refamiliarising themselves with our broadcast rink, and Linda Ralph here will be starting off the final.
So the stars have pretty much aligned for Rob Ashton and Linda Ralph in this event, haven't they, Brendan? Because they were the very last team entered.
Yeah, we told the story a little bit earlier on in the semi-final. We had a couple of teams withdraw through to various reasons. We put a call out on our social media channels during Christmas Day. Linda saw that post, gave me a call, said, look, Brendan, I'm quite interested in playing, put myself and Rob in. They come through section 16. It was a pretty competitive section. They had a bit of a rough start. They regathered. They managed to top qualify. And, well, the rest is history. They find themselves now in the final, playing a team who are very familiar with this setting. They've been here before. Alex jokingly said that if they're ahead after 8 ends, they're going to call the game and declare the victory. But I don't think that's going to happen, unfortunately. But we're going to see a very competitive game. Again, a lot of bowls, experience and knowledge across these 4 players. Rob has the experience in years. Alex certainly has the brain for it. Studies bowls a lot, knows a lot, watches a lot of bowls, of course. How great was it to have him on commentary closing out that last game as well.
So Jenny Stockford on the forehand. Quite a short end to start with, isn't it?
Yeah, it's certainly a sort of just a short to mid end, and Jenny just again trying to find the speed on this rink. Done a pretty good job there. That'll be the shot. We're joined on the A green now by the Divisions 2, 3 and 4 finals, and a little bit later on we will highlight some of those scores, and throughout the broadcast those games did start a little bit before the broadcast feature here in an effort to hopefully have them finish before this final, or at least that's the plan.
This is the story, yes. Well, we've actually we had in the semi-finals, people didn't watch it, we did have 3 ends killed, 2 by Rob and 1 by Paul, which obviously dictates that as the games do go a bit longer, because obviously a game of 4s, basically they've got to be back and forwards as the 2-4-2 format. So it does take about 8 minutes to play an end, possibly.
I'd probably say closer to 10, but yeah, the 8 to 10 minute mark. 14 ends roughly takes about 2 hours and 10 minutes if you can do that kind of math. I've won 4 centre titles in Taranaki apparently. Look at that.
Well done.
Yeah, I've also got a runner up in the Taranaki Open, which I claim is just about as good as being a centre title, to be fair.
Sure.
National Indoor Pairs winner there, Simon, 2004. That was a few haircuts ago.
That seems like when I had hair.
Yeah, back when you had hair. I have seen photos of you with hair. It's quite frightening.
Yes. No, so this should be good. I don't think it'll be more two aggressive players like Alex and Rob are would take the bull by the horns, whereas I think Paul was quite a docile sort of skip, really. So I think there might be a bit more aggression in this game.
Yeah, and I know we've talked quite a bit about this green really favouring that draw drive kind of style, but I think we saw Rob play a lot of driving. That's not English. Play a lot of drive weight in the previous game, but the heads I'm expecting to be a little bit tighter. The ladies will set these up a lot nicer, and I think we're going to see a little bit more tactical kind of positional play from Rob and Alex in this final. Already you see Alex's intent there with his previous delivery, playing 3 to 4 metres through the head, just trying to sit that bowl, not looking to kill it, just looking to change the head. So we got the follow through and the drop.
Good effort.
Men's end. Finish in a good spot there too.
So no real danger on the forehand there for Rob, because Alex's bowl is jack high, or past the jack as we say, and he can sort of not a bad line here for that. He's just going to come across a bit quick.
Yeah, well, if he gets across that centre line, he is going to block that shot that Alex is looking for.
Thank you, mate.
I'll be a metre away, so he's still got the way the Howick greens swing.
Yeah, I think looking for more of a draw shot now is Alex. Of course, we've had to change the stickers over now, so Alex and Jenny have switched over to the purple stickers to make our broadcast nice and easy. This is a great shot.
Close here.
Yeah,
very good
bowl.
shot.
Might have even pushed it through for 2. A bit hard to tell from that particular camera angle. So we look across into the background there. Some of those other games, you see the slightly more worn Point Chef Pirate shirt, the characteristic Colin Williams.
I was going to say faded.
Faded. No, very well worn, that shirt, that's for sure. He's playing with Tessa Farley of Balmoral, so that composite side again, a pairing that have had quite a lot of success in the mixed pairs ranks in Auckland events. They are playing off in the Division 4 final against the husband and wife combination of Donna and Paul Davison from the St Heliers Club. They're both in the Auckland 1 to 5 junior squad, very promising up-and-coming players. That'll be a real tester for both sides, I think, in that Division 4 final. Bit of a back bowl there from Linda with her first. Not quite what she was going for, I would think.
No.
In Division 3, another couple of promising juniors coming out of Auckland. We have Jana Savov and Mark Poser from the Mount Albert Bowling Club. They're up against the very formidable and perhaps slightly out of place in Division 3, Leanne Paulson and Bart Robinson. Of course, Leanne being a current blackjack, Bart Robinson being probably one of the more decorated players in North Harbour. Would that be fair to say?
Well and truly,
yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Division 2 final is played between Frankie Lim and Catherine Bean, and they play Nick Thompson and Judy Smith, and obviously we highlighted some of their results in the semi-finals in the previous round. So great to have everybody up here now on the A green. The crowd is starting to form around the edges. Plenty of people inside in the clubhouse behind the cameras that aren't quite brave enough to be seen by their friends and family on YouTube.
So holding 2, maybe 3 here.
Well, Rob's kicking those bowls away
Rob's
early.
decided those bowls aren't going to be in the game.
No.
This will work nicely for Jenny. Good start for the Point Chef team. Just waiting to see what the event will. Hello.
We've lost a
Hello.
scoreboard. We've lost a sign.
Right, that might be in the draw
I think
line.
that's in the draw line.
Colin Williams, get out there and sort that out. No, he's looking over. No.
Somebody.
Yeah, somebody surely will go and get that.
I don't see anybody rushing.
Can you see the scoreboard? We think 3, but I don't know the answer to that.
Alrighty, so
we think it's a 3, but we're just going to have that confirmed.
yeah, great opening bowl there from Rob, not deterred by the wayward sign. He's drawn a toucher. And as we saw in the semi-final, we're going to get to see a lot of the back of the shirts of Carlton Cornwall in this final.
I did go down and see them in between games. I did mention to them that we had a cattle prodder.
Hearing lots of 2s and 3s in my ear. So it looks like 4 was the official call.
There's the bowls.
Oh, there he is.
Auckland CEO is going to go in there with a set of bowls and just trying to weigh that Toblerone down, I think.
Yeah, there is a set of bowls in there, but it's obviously picked. Oh, that's good from Alex. There we go.
2 great shots there from Rob Ashton. First 2 bowls. So fairly tidy setup.
And I believe we've got 2 umpires on the green for the final, which is a bit more World Bowls-esque. You can see just on the left of frame there we have Gwen, who's a very well respected and very prominent umpire. She's always first to put her hand up in Auckland events, and of course Wing, who we saw earlier on, they're married, husband and wife.
Okay. Good effort here from Jenny. Gonna sit in. If it sits in,
Yeah, it's a great
good
shot. What a bowl.
Good bowl. Down the forehand.
Have they played out of turn, or
Slightly
is the
under.
score
No.
on the wrong side? Because Jenny played first.
Yes, right. Well, they got 4.
Yeah, well, it says
Oh.
4 to Carlton Cornwall up there.
It's actually 4 to Point Chev first end, boys.
It's all right. We didn't get time to freshen ourselves up.
She's good again here. Linda played a snorter and she's played a
Outstanding
very
bowls.
good bowls. Very. That's a good head there.
Oh, look, if they
From
can
the
keep
team.
this standard up
Yep.
for 14 ends, we're going to be in for an absolute stunning final.
Yep. So Linda, same as last time, would be the desired result. She's a little bit quicker this time. This could be interesting.
Yeah, she's bending down though.
Well, that's
Yeah,
not the
well.
worst. That's Rob's bowl that's gone push past the head.
And again, we see Carlton Cornwall just always seem to have the back bowls. We saw it so often in the semi-final.
Don't know whether she likes this one as much.
Oh, no reason not to like it.
No,
She's
it's not
played
the
another
worst.
very good bowl here. Touch of that kitty for 3. Back edge of it.
Wow, that's 3 good bowls.
Yeah, look, she's created a great opportunity there for either herself with her last delivery or for Alex to tuck that jack in for 4.
Look, I mean, she's got to take the chance. Get another bowl in there. She better if she drags it than they drag it. At least her bowl will be in the mix there with their bowls.
You know, you just highlighted Linda's delivery earlier, but just looking where her finger position is there, she actually holds the bowl across the running surface.
He couldn't even hear me as well. He came down.
Tell you what, she's very close here too.
Just a little bit quick, but still really good bowl there.
Those are probably 6 of the most consistent bowls I think we've seen all day.
Well, Jenny hasn't got to change much if she drags that jack like a foot.
A little bit tighter than her previous delivery. She's got the speed though. She can sit the shot bowl.
Just going to duck away, but you know, most teams that'll be 4 shots, wouldn't it? That's very good header bowls. Rob's, well, I mean, is he looking to get something a bit more, I suppose, what's the word?
Well, yeah,
Aggressive.
see, here's the thing. They've got the 2 back bowls down at sort of 5 o'clock. So if Alex plays too much weight and finds a hole between Jenny's bowls, they've got that covered.
He's asking Linda to play on the backhanders to cover that, the 4th shot bowl behind the head.
It is an unfortunate position that Rob and Linda find themselves in, whereas it's actually really up to Alex to play this shot now. They are kind of at the mercy of the opposition. It's very hard to protect that one bowl in the head where they are.
Yeah, not wasted out there. You never know. But this is a big chance for Alex. Just to move that jack. So move it a foot backwards square. Or sit the bowl up and over, but they're probably 2 different ways because the bowl's sitting flat.
Yeah,
So
I think the jack definitely
best-
is plan A.
Absolutely. Best option is the jack. It's the jack's clean.
And what a start would it be, 2 4s to
unbelievable.
start a final. That's an interesting facial expression.
That's the wind burn.
It's the wind burn, all right.
Probably good weight for the shot, I think. Not too bad. I mean, it's maybe a little bit big,
yeah,
maybe.
I think he's probably a
possibly
little bit too
smidgen big.
big.
Yeah,
You'd-
lucky. If you got the bowl with that weight, it'd be okay, but the jack probably too quick for that weight.
Yeah, to use a bit of a bowler's term, you really just want to crack an egg on the jack.
That was a whole omelette.
Yeah, that was definitely the whole omelette.
See, Rob's just trying to get in between the dark blue and the light blue bowls. Too wide for that, unfortunately. Right. We've still got viewing capabilities at this stage.
Yeah, we can just see the head. So, looking to drop a couple of metres from his previous delivery. He's certainly on a tighter line. Coming into shot now.
Lucky rub? Nope.
Yeah, that was a really good speed though. That was the speed he wanted.
Yep. Well, Rob's got a couple of little shelves there to work off, didn't he? Work off Alex's last bowl. He could probably work his way in there, sort of concertina around the corner and sit there for second shot if he.
Yeah, I see what they're going for, but it's asking a lot of the bowl to get back down into there.
No.
So
Looks
yeah,
it.
1-2 Carlton Cornwall there.
So after 2 ends, 1-4 in favour of the Point Chevalier team. Length of head will be interesting to say what they do here, wouldn't it, really? Do they carry on?
Well, they did play the longer game in the previous semi-final.
Well, Estelle and Paul were playing a bit of a shorter end, weren't they? They're probably
and
dominating a bit
definitely
more.
winning the shorter end. And I
Yep.
think we saw in the quarterfinal earlier this morning that Alex and Jenny probably played the shorter end, perhaps a little bit stronger as well.
It's in the ditch there. The old
Yeah.
throat cut from Rob. Said that's too far, dear.
So this will be telling, actually.
Yes.
You see the mat just coming
she's
up
brought-
a
yeah, she's
couple
brought
of
the mat up,
metres. Yeah, not insanely far up the rink. You see the score confirmation pop up there on the screen.
So it's a fairly lengthy
Yeah,
one.
Again, 3/4 length
Yep.
with the mat up a little bit. So you definitely see just in the bushes and the hedges and stuff behind the green now that the wind is just, I mean, it's probably no stronger than what it was, but a bit more consistent rather than the gusty sort of environment we had this morning.
Yeah. Well, when I went out there before, I had a little walk around it. My hair was going all over the place.
Well, it was actually quite nice outside. The winds sort of, we're a bit protected in our position up here, upstairs
yeah.
here, because the wind's blowing over the roof and we don't quite get it coming inside, but
It is quite nice.
it is quite nice when you're out there in the breeze. I think our temperature got up to about 23.2 if I remember correctly,
Yes.
so it's still very much a warm day here in Howick.
Our weather vane man's not there at the moment. So
No, he's out recalibrating the sensors.
not a bad start from Melinda. Another bowl there, be handy-ish. So irrespective, it's been a good day's bowls, monetary wise for both these teams. So yeah, I think it's $1,500 to the winner.
Yeah, 1,500 to the winning pair, 750 for the runner-up. So both of these guys will be in, or both of these teams, sorry, will be in for a bit of money. I think it's 400 first place in second division, if I remember correctly. No, sorry, no, 700 for first place in second division, 400 in both divisions 3 and 4.
So once again, we do thank Jarden for being our sponsor. They are the leading investment and advisory firm connecting people, insights and capital to deliver exceptional outcomes. Their services range from investment banking to capital solutions and wealth management. You can find out more by visiting www.jarden.co.nz. Thanks to them and all our partners today and for the weekend for their assistance. And again, a big shout out to the boys from WSL for their efforts today. It's been fantastic.
Yeah, it's been good to have Jarden on board for the past 4 years in this mixed pairs event. And it's great to have the WSL boys on board broadcasting with us now as our new broadcast partners. Bringing you the best of bowls in Auckland. 26 years this event has been running now. We inadvertently kind of missed the fact it was the 25th anniversary last year. But yeah, a wide range of winners from all over the show, really. We mentioned Colin Williams and Tessa Farley before playing in Division 4. They won this event back in 2021 season. They were both recorded as playing at a Point Chevalier at that point. Linda Rolfe won this back in 2016, 2017, playing with Brian Chapman. Of course, Brian Chapman, member here at Howick Bowling Club. Jenny Stockford won this tournament in 2014-15 with Dale Knight, then playing out of the Henderson Bowling Club. Jenny, I do happen to know, started her bowls at Henderson, must have been around that time, can't have been much later than that actually. Made the decision to move to Point Chev just because there were a few more females playing at a competitive level, and has stuck with Point Chev ever since. Of course, still living out at Henderson. Linda Ralph again won in 2013-14 season with Scott Moulton as composite side. And then, yeah, I think that's it. So, bit of experience in winning this event in the final today, and a few other past winners find themselves in various finals throughout the divisions.
And then, of course, Alex and Jenny could have, should have, would have.
Yes,
when they were 18-3 up in 2021, I believe.
Yeah.
Who did they lose in the final
so
that day?
that must have been the 21-22 season. They lost that to Gary Banks and Wendy Jensen.
That's right.
So 2021.
Great shot here from Alex. 3 down, good shot.
Although to be fair, there's a bit of a discrepancy in the dates, because this event used to be played in January, going back 5-10. Oh no, say.
Rob on the drive. Look, wasn't actually more control weight than drive. He's going to get a result, I think.
Well,
we've got a result.
Seen that before,
he's got a very good result.
Probably 4 shots.
I think that's all. That's all the Carlton Cornwall's bowls back there, I do believe.
Yeah. Yes, as I was saying, this event used to be played in January, and then it got moved to. Then it was originally in September. Then it got moved to January. Now it's in that December slot. So somewhere in the list of winners, the same year appears twice. But
okay.
Within the season, it sits. So the dates might not 100% line up in our archive compared to what some people think they want it in. But
so Alex Reid, sorry, Brendan. Alex Reid, right. 4 down here. Nothing over the head. Yeah, he must have played a good, because he has played a ripper.
Yeah, what a shot. Great bowl.
He has played a ripper.
And the other little story piece I think we need to probably perhaps discuss is the fact that Alex Reid is currently sitting on 4 centre titles. He took last year sort of off bowls because of his work commitments. He decided he was going to make a conscious effort this year. Paired up with Steve Campbell in the pairs, and along with long-time fours partner Harry Davis and Colin Williams in the fours. They made it right down to the semi-finals in both centre events. Unfortunately, not able to find that 5th title. So a title win today would be a gold star for Alex Reid, and I kind of have a feeling.
Same for
and
Jenny.
I'll double check, it's the same for Jenny.
So Linda, even the gain here by playing through here and trying to get the. Oh, she got the jack. She's unlucky really. She got the jack instead of the bowl, but it's still a great bowl.
Well, the jack stayed alive.
Must be in the ditch.
So I'm going to assume it's 1 to Linda's bowl in the ditch.
You think so?
So the bowl there is, you can't quite see on frame, but you just saw Alex's foot there pop on the screen. The bowl is directly behind Alex's foot.
So 1 shot to Linda? Oh, we think.
Yeah, 1 shot to Linda. Yep.
So obviously that's the general indication you need to be up.
Yeah, no, that was a bit short there from Jenny.
Oh, so there are these.
So
for the viewers, the red mark, the red square designates the bowl, and the white square designates the jack. So if a bowl goes in the dish, as we see before, and it touches the jack on the way through, and it stays within the boundaries, that is a live bowl in the ditch. Well, she's still got a chance. Well, she still have a chance to sit that bowl in the ditch as well for quite a few if she could.
No,
Alex
I
as
think
well?
Jenny's last bowl would be third
Would it?
shot
Okay.
now at this point. So really nothing to lose here from Jenny because she's one down anyway. She can afford to reach right up to the ditch. If she falls in, it's a good result. There's no reason to be short here. If anything, she looks to be probably a little bit narrow. Yeah, no, that's a good bowl. That's a good
As you
bowl.
say, gave it a chance.
Yep. So 1 to Carlton Cornwall.
2-4 after 3 of the 14 ends. That Toblerone's gone and went for walkabout again.
Clearly they put some size 0 bowls in there. They need to get some proper size 4 bowls. And oh, there goes another one. So confirmation score there. 4-2. Alex Reid and Jenny Stockford of Point Chevalier leading Linda Ralph and Rob Ashton after 3 ends of 14.
So another errant jack throw from Rob, which means jack goes back to the be redelivered by Alex.
Colin helping us out there, stuffing some more bowls into the Toblerone signage
Well
boards.
done. So this,
Oh, Alex hasn't done much better. Oh,
that was-
I think he's caught a rye blade of starweed there, and
it looks out for me. And
it
it's
looks
got
out on
a
camera.
piece of the jack. So for those of you uninitiated, a piece of the jack's got to be touching that line, and no, it's not.
So they'll put it onto the 2 metre mark. 2 incorrectly delivered jacks. That's not in the right spot. There we go. Thank you.
And the mat can be placed wherever they so desire, up to the 23 metres.
Well, he turned his back on that one quickly.
And probably justifiably so.
Yeah, definitely under the line. It's drawing to where the jack was, I believe.
Yes, as you know, he would have chipped it out there.
Yeah, no, that's definitely out of bounds. It's not the best start from Rob Ashton there.
We'll call that an anomaly, shall we?
Yeah, definitely.
The silky smooth delivery of Alex there. He's outside. That's where he needs to be, outside that yellow line to come back. Just a bit quick though, but actually quite a lot quick. Well, looks it.
Yeah, wow. It's,
1 all in the bank.
1 all on the bank, yep.
So he makes me drop as a 7.
I mean, good thinking from Alex, covering Rob's bowl
Cover,
there.
yes.
Yep.
He's still tight. He's well tight actually.
Yeah, well, he's got his speed right.
Where's that windsock? It's not. It's
It's still not.
it's wafting, but it's not
Yeah,
really making a huge effort to get away.
It's not really blowing any more than it has been today. I think the wind's just more consistent rather than gusting. Good line there from Alex,
It'll do for shot.
and that will be the shot. So we mentioned. Oh, there we go. We're going to get a bit of the
There's the-
wind.
We're not going to use that terminology, you know.
No,
No, you're right.
I mean, you see the
Okay.
wind
Yeah.
passing through.
Gusting.
Now, interestingly, I remember this fact that I read once, that apparently every foot on a windsock accumulates to 5 kilometres per hour of wind speed.
You've been watching The Big Bang Theory too much, haven't you?
Well, no, I just like watching
Okay.
air crash
Alright.
investigation stuff, but that's
Sure.
assuming that this is
See,
it's assuming that it's a regulation windsock.
why would you go on a plane? They're bad things.
Oh, because it takes too long to drive to,
No, it doesn't.
to Wellington. Yeah, no, it takes a while.
They fall out of the sky, those things.
Yeah, well, I mean, anyway.
There's Dean Bartlett in the background getting some more bowls to shove in the Toblerone to stop them moving
Yeah, well, it
around.
must be getting windier because they didn't move in the last
Exactly.
game, and now they're blowing around like
And that
crazy people.
windsock is moving a bit more now too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a pretty good opening bowl there from Linda as well.
Good shot from Linda. Well, Rob's been good at touchwood so far, hasn't he, with these his movements?
Yeah, I'd just like to point out the table's made from plastic, but yes, no, definitely he's
What's that made of? And that.
well. Oh, you're really clutching at straws to say that paper's made from
There's no
wood.
straws on the table. That's paper.
No, well, straws aren't allowed anymore anyway.
No.
They've been outlawed. Plastic's bad for the environment. Right, back to some bowls-related content.
So how many senior titles did you say Linda had? 12, is it?
No, Linda has...
Or 17?
No, 17, she wasn't 17, I believe it was 12. Sorry, I'm just forgetting how the alphabet works. She has 12 centre titles. Her
12.
first one in 2001, winning the centre pairs.
Excellent.
Her most recent, the centre singles last season, 23-24, which was a victory over her sister, Estelle.
Good effort here. Just sneaking past from, but a good spot there from Jenny. So I don't know what happened with Linda's second one. That just didn't come back at all. So sticking with the back end. I mean, there wouldn't be too much harm in Linda changing to draw to the forehand, would you think there, Brendan, either? Just sneaking past the head on the forehand wouldn't be the worst.
No, I mean
Idea.
anything covering the three catches
Yep.
at point shev is a good result. Jenny, of course, we mentioned 4 centre titles, 2015 Chamber Champ 4s, then followed that up in 16-17 with the Chamber Champ 4s again, as well as the Chamber Champ triples, and then most recently the centre pairs in 17 and 18. She played there with Helen van der Walt and won that centre pairs title.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea, Linda, down the forehand. Yeah, so just sneaking your way past the head, just get yourself a bowl on that side of the rink past the jack would be a good idea. Just cover those bowls of point shevs out there. Pretty good line.
Yeah, they'll
Might
come
be
to a
onto the
good
jack.
spot. Just needs to stick around though.
No.
Oh, look, it's counting.
Yeah, not quite where she wanted to be. She needed to be solid, probably 2 feet wider. So
Yeah, did
to
want to
cover.
finish on the other side
No.
of the centre line. Cool. So as the players cross over, we might look to see if we can get some updates from some of the other finals going on. And we'll pop them up on screen for you shortly.
probably 2 shots, maybe 2 to 3 for the Carlton Cornwall team, possibly. But plenty of bowls to go.
2 and a look for sure. See the long walk back to the mat.
Still a glorious day in Howick, though. Temperature's lovely, 23.2.
Mr. Reid has a few bit more youth on Mr. Ashton there on the approach.
21.6 apparently.
21.6 we're now at, so it's come down a little bit. I'm not complaining about that at all, to be honest.
No, so we've got a little bit of a nice little gentle zephyr coming through the top window here, which is nice. 21.6, exactly. Fantastic. Thank you, Sean. Pretty good here from...
Yeah, that's where Linda wanted to
Rob.
be with her delivery. He's
Oh, he
just going to catch the
yeah.
outside of it.
Inside that would have counted and covered, so So what's Alex playing? Is he playing the backhand? Thought he'd play the backhand. Looks to be going a little, is he? Or not?
Well,
It's hard to tell with these rainbows.
it can be hard to tell, but it does look like they're sort of dropping their weight and turning in quite nicely. So that's probably second shot.
Yeah. Then the point's one up, one down, so just come in there for the perfect bowl, obviously, for Rob. Is just sneak around the front one and get a little nick of jack to his left, or to his
Yeah.
right.
If Alex has got second shot here, I think there's a really good opportunity to run that jack in the ditch underneath the blue bowl on the forehand.
Rob's not there.
Any jack movement back's going to be good. They've got probably 2 or 3 shots. Oh no, it just looks like they're going to stick on that backhand.
Well, I suppose if you're narrow and you chip your bow and bowl out,
Well, no, the way the head's sitting, it's almost impossible.
almost.
Well,
I like the word almost.
well, Alex is the king of almost, but if you're playing down for the jack and you're narrow, you're sitting out the shot bowl on the blue on the right-hand side of screen. I'll tell you what, he's done a pretty good job of drawing this. I think he's just...
That'll be enough.
That's a clap. That suggests it's
Definitely
probably going to
shot.
be the one. We very careful as to not kick that bowl away, but no, one is the call.
So after 4 of the 14 ends, it is 5-2 to the Point Chevalier team.
There
Yeah,
we
great
go.
shot here. Great pressure shot here from Alex.
See that replay just drawing in
That's
nicely.
just 2 bowls, the closest 2 bowls ahead, so 2 good shots from Alex.
Alrighty, and we'll get an update from some of the other finals going on. So, obviously, semi-final 1 and oh no, not semi-final 1. It should be final 1 in Division 1. Carlton Cornwall, Point Chevalier on TV here. Division 2, we have Papakura and St Heliers playing Mount Albert and Manly. It's 8-2. In Division 3, Mount Albert playing the Papakura Helensville combination, 5-1, early lead after 2 ends. And then finally in Division 4, it's the Balmoral Point Chevalier side of Tessa Farley and Colin Williams leading Paul and Donna Davidson 5-3 after 4. On the fly edits. Alrighty, so bit of a looser start from the ladies this end, but they are jack high.
Actually, quite a shorter end than we've been playing too, Brendan.
Well, actually, yeah, I hadn't noticed that. You're quite right. It is a very short end.
Because the mat is up a little bit too as well. Mat would be 3 metres up, 2.5 metres up maybe. A little bit wider this time, coming home, is it?
Yeah, so
Quite.
Jenny able to make the correction there. Linda does correct the weight, but just hangs out a little bit wide.
2 loose ones to Point Chev on the crossover.
Yeah.
Interesting fun fact for train spotters, Brendan, you know this, but some people won't know. Alex has got a twin sister.
Yes, yes.
You probably know that, but yes, and they are, what's the word looking for? Chalk and cheese.
Chalk and cheese is right. Yeah.
One is 6 foot and one is, no, I wouldn't say 4 foot, but the lovely Lauren, probably watching, she is a lovely young lass. Different personality to Alex completely.
Yeah, that's probably for the best.
Yep. Well, I wasn't going to say that too much because Alex will probably listen to this back. But yeah, lives in Kapiti down there. Was a very good indoor bowler as well, but was very relaxed about the game. Not intense like a brother at all.
Yeah.
She didn't care whether she played or not, but she was a very good bowler, very good ability. But so funny they don't look at all alike, and
No.
so there's a foot difference in height. Quite bizarre.
No, Alex has been a lifelong bowler, really. His grandmother got him into indoor bowls, if I recall correctly. His mother and stepfather play as well, out of Bay of Plenty and Tauranga there. And then obviously Alex moves to Auckland. Now plays his indoor predominantly out of the Waikato region. You'll probably know this more than me, but I believe 4 Welsh titles with Waikato.
Not well, 2 with Auckland.
Or 2 with Auckland and then
2 with Waikato.
2 with Waikato, there you go. 4 Welsh titles total. So
Which for those,
yeah, I was just
I
saying,
initially
if you
don't
could
know that-
explain those for those that don't quite understand what a Welsh is.
that's basically the indoor version of the Outdoors Indoor Centre,
Yeah.
National Indoor Centre.
Very tough competition to win in indoor. And then I believe he's got a couple of national peers titles and just the one. A few North Island successes and the North Island team.
And will be a sitter for the national team that's picked, 2 years' time, to be fair.
Yeah.
There's New Zealand play Australia biannually
Yeah.
at indoor bowls, and they played the test match and lost for the first time for quite a period of time at Pukekohe this year. So in 2 years' time it will be in Australia. I've got a funny feeling Adelaide was the venue, but
Yeah.
he should be the first. Not the first, one
he's
of the.
certainly been on the fringe
Yeah.
of that team for the past few years now, but
He should be
after
one
the
of the first.
season he's had this year, he's pretty hard to deny.
One of the first men picked, I would imagine.
Oh, apparently Alex has 5 Welsh titles and he received his gold star for it this year.
Oh, he got 3 with Waikato, right?
3
bang,
with
bang,
Waikato,
bang, yes.
yeah.
Now you got 2 with us at Auckland, and then 3 with Waikato, that's right.
And then if I can just pretend like I know what I'm talking about for a little bit longer, I believe he's made the decision to stay with Waikato next season to help, I want to say, Sean Blackburn earn his gold star,
Attempt to, yes.
or attempt to, yeah.
And Richard Caddy.
And Richard Caddy, yeah.
Sorry, we digress off from outdoor bowls.
Yeah,
indoor
well,
bowls.
I mean, it's not an outdoor bowls
The lesser-
broadcast
the
until
lesser
indoor
cousins.
bowls is mentioned, so we can cross that off the bingo card and move back to the action at hand.
Rob's tearing this one down. Not bad. So
Coming around behind.
one shot to the Carlton Cornwall team there with Rob's bowl almost jack level there. But plenty of options around the place for Jenny to work to. She can either sit the bowl through on the back end, draw the jack on the back end, bring the jack, probably a foot. So plenty of options going for her. Another fact, you know, Alex is in fact colourblind.
Yes, well, yes, we all know
Yes,
that.
but when he came for his brief stint just after he finished his game, the last 2 ends of the other game,
Yes.
he said to me that the blue ring bowl is the shot. I said, Alex, that's purple. Oh,
Well, to be fair, he's in the same colour group.
yes, he
Yeah.
was right. Right, so Jenny on the back end, probably looking to sit that bowl through or grab the jack. Here's the weight for it. She's not bad. Lovely weight. Just a smidgen wide. So so Linda be down there sitting the jack. I mean, the jack for her is quite good as well. That hand just is heavy. Oh, what are we doing here? What's this doing, Alex? What's that doing, Alex? That's Rob's bowl out there, so she's happy with that. So still one. I think that's a point share bowl directly behind second shot there. So one shot to Carlton Cornwall, which they've got first, third and fourth.
Yeah, so
Well,
it's
it's probably
the sort
drawable
of
on the
time I think
forehand,
where
to be fair.
Alex will probably get Ginny to
This-
play a little
this
bit of
ball,
weight.
if that
Maybe not so
bowler
much to
jack,
try and score a shot,
that
but
bowl's level with it.
just reduce
Play
the
two
count.
counters.
This is where that indoor bowls knowledge
Sort of
comes
like to
in,
me on
knowing
the
the
forehand.
angles of play.
So, did he call on? Is she playing
Coming out
forehand?
to here,
I'm
you'd
not
be
sure.
hard
Can you see at the window? No.
Move your bowler, not move the jack if you want to have a nibble.
Move your
Bowler,
what?
not leave.
the jack.
What do you feel more confident in playing?
So if she's coming forehand, she's obviously going to need a bit more weight.
I guess the concern is though, if she plays forehand, if she misses the jack, can she get her bowl? In which case they would be probably 3, maybe 4 or 5 down, depending on how badly that goes.
You would think not possible.
No, you wouldn't think she'd get the green bowl without taking out the back 2 behind it.
With the speed you'd need to get underneath that.
Underneath the front short bowl, yeah. So
So
she's
she's
having a bit of a prod.
playing with intent. No, just
No, far
I
too
would think
wide.
it's for that weight she looked for would be far too wide.
You're in the area. Right.
Right, so where does Linda go here? Because you don't want to be sitting the bowl up and over, do you? So
Trying just feeding this
No,
one.
I'm not sure if it's 1 or 2. It's hard to tell from that angle.
I think I'm pretty sure the bowl behind the jack, the bowl behind the jack, the purple disc bowl is Jenny's shot, which is the second shot, I would think. It may come into view at some stage.
Yeah, it's not a bad effort.
Yeah, good effort. Interesting. Alex gave it the one hand.
Well, it's 2.
Wow.
2 down.
2.
2 shots.
Just the 2.
So, after 5 of 14 ends, it's 4-5. As expected, a close encounter with these two quality teams. Again, Rob's taken the mat up a little bit. His jack throwing's been a bit suspect, so we're interesting to see where this jack goes.
Yeah.
No, it's not bad. It's pretty good actually, because he's brought the mat up. That's pretty safe.
Yeah, much better jack delivery from Rob Ashton. Three-quarter length. Matt just shy of halfway up the rink. Jack just off the tee.
Early crow from Linda.
Again, you see just playing under the green, coming back this direction
Yep.
with the lead bowls.
And that, there's a bit of movement in that windsock, but not a huge amount still. I think if you're out to that yellow line, that's a good guide, I reckon.
Yeah, it's a pretty good indicator that
Yep.
you're going to be at least in the area. Great finish there. You see it does turn around.
Yep.
Really comes in sideways at the end there. And it
So-
looks like Rob's going to go back to
Yeah,
it.
interesting. Change his hand.
Yeah, well, I don't want to call it the narrower side, but you certainly do have to be a bit more careful with your line playing this hand.
He did mention to me in the break that he thought that this hand was a little bit more holding
Yes.
when you played than the other hand.
Yeah, I think we saw that in the shot play they played on that rink. Paul and Estelle, of course, Paul being the greenkeeper and the expert here, played that left-hand side of screen as we see it for most of his drawing bowls, and then played a lot of weighted sort of punchy shots on the right-hand side of screen as we view it now, coming in this particular direction. 2 great lead
Two
bowls
good
from
bowls from
Alex.
So interesting, the theory regarding the men and the women pairing up in the Division 4. Colin Williams is up the same end as the lady, And obviously Tess was up the same lady end as the gentleman.
Yeah, well,
It's the only one of the 4 that's doing that, I think.
and I mean this in the nicest way, but Colin very much takes the lead role. As much as there's no such thing as a lead role in the 242, Colin very much takes the lead role. Tessa probably more the skip in that side. Colin's got an incredible bowls brain, but Tessa's definitely the shot maker. She plays the shots. She has those big bowls, and that's not saying Colin can't play them because he's a phenomenal player. But yeah, so Tessa, I think, can really hold her own against the boys.
Well, she didn't she got run up in the New Zealand
Championship fours
yeah.
last season, I believe it was, with a fairly inexperienced side. No, Tessa's a very, very strong player, can really hold her own, so she's not afraid to mix it with the boys.
Yeah. Well, she wouldn't far over the first one, Linda, so just add a foot, rest onto the shot bowls of Alex or the jack.
And equally with their opposition, I think, Donna Davidson's had a phenomenal couple of seasons at St Heliers. She's won the club singles twice,
Right.
the open club singles, that is. Had a lot of success in the peers as well. Very strong performer in the Auckland 1 to 5 rep side. Paul sits in the squad, but yet to be named for Auckland to play.
Jenny. Oh, she just not quite got the weight. Great effort.
Yeah, wasn't missing much else.
So really good shot from Linda with the second ball. Got the shot. So rinse and repeat. Sneak another foot and get to the back bowls of Alex's.
Yeah, another foot on her previous delivery. Get a turn out of Alex's shot bowl.
She might be on the high side, is she a bit, or not?
Well, it depends. If she's got the weight to come back down
No
the hill,
legs.
no legs.
I mean, Jenny wouldn't need to change much. I mean, she's got her own bowls to rest on, or just sit the blue bowl, shot bowl.
That's an aggressive little jab there that she's played.
Might just sit her own ball out here.
Oh, that's not the result she was hoping for. Yeah, that's quite a smart decision there from Rob. No point getting caught up on her own bowl.
Or fattening it up even more.
Yeah, just a good weight there coming around. Jenny's shorter bowl will count, but equally covering Alex's behind is a really good home. So immature.
Excuse me.
So immature.
So, tell you what. Ooh. Weight was really good. It's just a smidge of that grass. As you know, it's very unrelenting, the greens here at Howick, as we've seen.
Again, just on that heavy high line.
Quick, eh? She want to chip it.
Don't want to chip that one out.
Well, I mean, she actually put it in a probably another good spot, really, didn't she? So,
I mean, it wouldn't have been the end of the world chipping that out. You've got the next sort of three, but
exactly.
Equally, you don't want to open the head up too much.
But I mean, Alex got a nice option. Then he can sit the bowl, sit the jack, or pull the jack around the corner. So it's probably one of Alex's favourite shots, I reckon. Just to foot through and get do some damage. Of course, Alex is about to embark in a 10-day straight. He's going to be
something like that, yeah. Oh, it must be 8 days. Well, I suppose 10 day either side. I
Yeah, you
guess
gotta
for
set
set
up.
up and pack down.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10 day
So he's relaxing
national
by
campaign. Yeah,
having
this is
3
really,
days on the
well,
green.
to be fair, I do the same thing.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
take my days off work playing bowls.
Yeah.
You never get away from it. Oh, look, it's the lifestyle we choose, isn't it?
100%. So Rob's, is he going to come back? I know, can't see where he is.
Still
No.
too late, eh?
Couple of feet.
We're just reaching.
It's nice when you get a genuine weekend away from bowls. It
Yes.
feels like a real treat.
You count whatever hand you've won. You beat my outside one, you're close.
Well, he's got a bit of way on, but how's he
Well,
looking?
he's
Is he
sitting
going to
in
come back enough?
Better area than what Jenny was with her
He hasn't got
efforts.
much way in at all, actually.
And that's, I think, the difference. I think Jenny was just trying to overplay the shot,
Yeah.
whereas Alex has just picked the right weight.
And they're deceptive, those rings, aren't
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
Really are deceptive, the speed. And I've played a bit with Wendy Jensen, who got a set of those.
Oh, the black and white
The
ones are
black one
worse.
there,
Yeah,
wow.
they're far worse.
Psychedelic coming up towards you. Whew.
So it's interesting from Alex now because he could probably afford to play under the yard of weight and punch his own bowl. to
Oh,
turn-
he loves a good plant, as
turn-
we know.
yeah, good
He's got a
plant
plant
shot
on that
there.
first bowl when
Yeah,
there's
look,
no...
he's going to come up and have a look. There's a good plant on his own bowl there to push the blue bowl of
And I don't think his bowl's going
Linda's
anywhere.
through it. It'll lock and play. Oh,
Yeah.
no, that makes it impossible
Well, yeah.
now. Makes it very, very hard. Carlton have got the back bowl at 6 o'clock, the blue bowl with the yellow disc. Yes, he's looking at a drive now. He can hit that bowl, follow through, clean them out, but my only concern is if he plays onto that bowl like he's suggesting, the blue bowl that's currently the shot takes out his wing bowl at 3. And Alex will know that. He's just hoping
Yeah.
for a good result.
I mean, there would be some sort of suggestion he could almost draw it now, couldn't he?
Well,
But he won't- he probably won't be.
drawing it. Yeah, no, drawing it is probably the most sensible shot. But percentage-wise, he does have options to play weight. He's too wide.
Wide. Oh, we'll never know, Brendan. We'll never know.
Give it back to him. Have another go.
It's not club night at Point
Can't
Chev.
quite do that on
No.
at this level.
Looked like one to us, but we haven't had an indication.
Yeah, one to
One
yellow.
go. So we're all square.
All square.
Start again after 6. Well, it's not 18-3, so Alex is safe.
Well, no, it's not. So he's in the hunt.
No, it's been a very good competitive game so far.
However, having picked up that 4 on the first end,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
finding themselves 5-all after 6, they'll probably be a little bit disappointed in their scoring efforts.
You can get a bit frustrated too, knowing you've had a great start and then the opposition chips away and chips away and chips away.
Yeah, I've always been a firm believer that if you pick up a 4 or a 5 or whatever, any kind of multiple, you've really got to win the next end to lock it in, make it
solidify
count.
it. Here we go.
Bit of an update there. So Division 1 final after 6 ends on TV, 5-all. Division 2 final after 5 ends. Papakura, St Heliers leading Mount Albert and Manly 8-2. Division 3 final, Mount Albert lead Papakura Helensville 5-1.
Yeah, it's got to be ends, can't be right, surely.
Yeah, I don't think it's... No, was that the score last time? Maybe they've had a kill.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that was the score last time.
Okay.
Division 4 after 4 ends, 3-5 to the Balmoral Point Chevalier team.
Right. So we've got a... Where's the jack? You can see the mat. The mat's up a little way, but still it's a bit longer. Probably 3/4 length in, maybe, Brendan, I would think.
Yeah, again, that... Wow, no, actually, yeah, 3/4,
Bit
just
longer.
over.
Mm.
7/8.
7.
I think that's the next fraction, isn't it?
Sure.
5/6, I suppose.
Oh, wasn't going to go there. It's been quite unusual. There's been not too many big drives even all day up here. You know, it has been very really good, apart from Lee.
Yeah, I mean, Lee's been on the green, but
Yeah.
even by his standards, he's been pretty quiet.
Yeah.
There were a couple of big moments in that semi-final between Point Chev and Homai, but certainly Yeah, quite
Not
quiet.
a lot of out aggression, is he?
Lee's a bit of a shouter. I mean, I can say that because I do the same thing. I'm allowed to criticise shouters because I am one myself. That's the rules. But yeah, a lot of the really aggressive players have struggled to make their way through this through today.
Yep.
So while these players cross over, we'll take this little bit of an opportunity to talk about what's coming up. So next up on the bowls calendar for Bowls Auckland at least is the Bowls 3-5 event, which runs weekly throughout February and start of March. The winner of that, of course, plays the North Harbour qualifier and then goes on to the National Pathway final. So entries are open for that tournament now on the Bowls Auckland website. The representative octagonal, again coming up 14th and 15th. That one is for the Premier and the development players. Those of you who are watching last or 2 weeks ago will know about the Barbarians coming into that Premier side, effectively like an Auckland A for Pacifica Nation players. And then of course the other one that's currently open is the 1 to 5 year singles, which is played the same weekend across Auckland, obviously with North Harbour hosting the Premier Octagonal. The 1 to 5 singles will be played in Auckland, and that's really going through the roof. It's a very popular event. We have a heck of a lot of juniors coming through in Auckland. And then finally, sort of round out the next month, we have our Mulcheck Pathway Sevens on the first weekend of March, which is straight after the Nationals. So the players will be flying back from Christchurch, jet lagged as anything, minimal sleep, and then straight into probably the biggest and most competitive event on the Bowls Auckland calendar. There's also the Auckland Cup involved in that one as well, which is the any combination variation. Great bowl here from Rob Ashton, pushes the shot through to hold 2. And there we go, the Auckland Cup graphic as well. So yeah, same weekend as the Pathway Sevens, but that one's targeted for the more participation based while still being very competitive. Increased prize pool there to encourage everybody to get involved as we see a great
Fair shot here from Alex,
Reed.
Great shot.
What a bowl. Great shot.
One down, Rob. Level.
Yeah, I'm waiting for it.
If you just touch it, it will go to us.
Yeah. It's all right, I'm waiting for it to mark it.
Oh,
Unfortunately for those of you watching outside of Auckland, that kind of is the end of our open events. So we just run the 2 now. The Women's Premier Open Singles, which is played the end of September. We're sort of averaging about 100 competitors in that one. Pretty big prize pool there, $3,000 first prize. Probably one of the richest singles, well, probably is the richest singles tournament in the country, I believe. Really big money
You might need to play the forehand.
in that event.
yeah, I think so.
And then of course we have our open mixed pairs every year in this New Year slot. Always convenient when we have nationals here as well. Players can add a few extra days onto their holiday. It's great to have a couple of Australian teams in the field this year as well. One of which made it through to the finals day
Shot, or would you like me to finish
in
wide?
Division 3, but then found themselves eliminated earlier on this morning.
I'm quite happy if you want to get a roll or two on here.
Okay.
So, Rob, while you were chatting there, Brendan, Rob played a sort of a probing shot trying to sit Alex's bowl through, grab the jack. He's actually got a couple of good options, good possibilities, hasn't he? There, I mean, he's got his own bowl in the front there, and he's got the 2. He's got the well, yeah, that's probably probably got a bit more. What's we looking for? A bit more restraint, do you think? Maybe a bit more delicately played?
Yeah,
Because that's 2 bowls against him at the back,
think
isn't it?
so, yeah. Those 2 behind are Jenny's bowls. He's just got to really turn that shot bowl down, I think, and
Yep.
pop the jack across to his own. He can't afford to be too heavy at this.
He's got his
Yes,
own bowl at the
he's-
front, but he's tighter than that. But you never know what's going to happen here.
He's on that real searching sort of weight. Just
Probably
just
made
needs to be a draw, I
that,
think.
yeah, I think so. Probably made that 3rd shot, isn't he? So we've got first, a second, and 3rd now, probably.
I feel like we're sitting duck, that's all.
Yeah, again, having second and third is kind of irrelevant because the danger still is that jack going backwards.
Yeah. So I'm happy if
Whilst Linda's bowl at, 5 o'clock is slightly higher than the 2 of Jenny's. Just the way they sit on the head, Jenny's would
he's on the
still
prowl.
count. Yeah, this is interesting. He's trying to turn his own bowl in, I think. Well, again, that
I mean, probably the shot that Linda's got is probably more suits her anyway, is it? Just to draw around it. You're only going to move it, the shot bowl, like 5 inches, don't you really? And you
yeah,
sit
I mean,
with 2.
the other option is you play the forehand and push the blue bowl into the head.
Yeah, well, if it long as it doesn't pinch side, if it pinches out to the right, the jack is fine, but it looks like it's almost touching the Alex's shot bowl, so the propensity should be to pinch the left, shouldn't it, really?
Yes, yeah.
I don't think we'll see too much weight from Linda anyway.
No, I mean, you'd have to play very big weight to get through the blue bowl and get the jack going backwards, but, 2 or 3 rolls out of the blue, looks fairly open.
No, she's playing backhand. Well, interesting.
Yeah, good to there.
Interesting. Oh, just going to duck, I think.
Wait, that's all you needed.
Probably, she just needed probably 2 feet of weight, didn't she? Really, just to get around that, just to get to the bowl.
Yeah, I feel like she was going to not quite have it. She was probably going to get to the bowl if she had the right line, but probably not going to quite move that jack.
She needs weight to the back,
Yeah.
the 2 back bowls of Jenny's, really.
Very minor adjustment.
Hit go. Maybe on the side that seems like go.
Oh, and that's a bit of a nothing
no,
bowl,
that's,
to be fair.
To be fair, that's probably Jenny's worst bowler that I've seen her play. But you allowed one in a game, aren't you?
Yeah, that tends to be the rule. Yeah, the first one's forgiven. You don't really want to be doing it again, though.
No. Right, just a bit of adjustment on weight, I reckon. Just a bit more, maybe 2 feet on more from Linda here. And she's tight again. She added the weight, but just didn't add the green, unfortunately.
I think this is one of those times you just put it in your pocket.
Yeah.
No, don't even play it.
Yep.
Or don't play it.
Don't even play it. Yep.
So on the forehand, which is just a practice bowl, we'll just throw it down there, see what
Something
happens.
a bit shorter than her first one.
So halfway stage.
Now, see, when you talk to the superstars, they tell you that you should be practicing to draw the ditch
Exactly.
on those occasions.
Halfway stage, it's 6-5 to the Point Chef team over the team from Carlton, Cornwall.
Some of the spectators there, it's the Mount Albert support crew. I'm sure those two will be pleased that their intimate moments caught on camera forever.
Just adjusting the collar.
Yeah.
So we're bang on the 2 metre mark. Where's the mat? The mat's not that far up, so
Yeah,
this is
couple
quite
of
a
metres
lengthy end, is it?
Yep.
Maybe a metre off the 2 metre, is it? Yeah. So a metre off the 2 metre, so I reckon 22 metres in, Brendan.
Well, it depends on the length of the green, which I think it's a even 36 here. But again, every time I make a statement, I tend to be wrong. So
Someone in text land will tell
yeah,
you.
someone on the text machine will tell me. Where's Paul Hickey when we need him? Get him up here.
There are normally signs out there that
Yeah,
tell
it's
you.
on the shed over the far side,
Right.
but my eyes aren't that good.
Which shit?
On the roller shed out on the far right hand side as we see it. You won't be able to read it.
Oh, that little wee sign.
Yeah, that little wee sign.
Correct. That's
Why
way
did my last
small.
Way too
If I
far.
do that again, is it now close or do I still have to take-
Very good enough. The weight good enough.
Not sure.
So that's wider than the last one. So it's still.
Yeah,
a
well,
bit
the
quick.
jack has
Yeah.
been moved,
Oh,
so
yeah,
he's
it's
in
a
the
little bit
right
quick,
kind of
isn't it?
spot. Just needs
Pretty
the
good.
speed.
Pretty good though. Happy days with that.
Take that.
Yeah.
Oi, excuse me.
Oh, that looks a little on the tight side, but it's holding it remarkably well. Oh, plenty of room for the ladies. So how many gold stars are in Auckland, Brendan?
That's a very complicated question to throw on me at short notice.
Sure.
I'll get back to you on that one.
All right then. It'd be a good number, I imagine, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah, certainly a few.
Yeah. So that's certainly coming back a long way on that forehand now. So maybe there's a little bit of breeze pushing it in. So Linda's continuing down the back end, which she seems to have been favouring for the last few ends this way. Wouldn't really want to hit that one in. Sneaks inside it. Oh, yes.
So there's 48 gold stars in the women's.
48
that's
gold
in the
stars.
in the women
Wow.
alone.
Solid.
In the women alone. So I'll have to quickly add up the men's when I get a minute.
Good knowledge, though. Very good. Well done.
Yeah, no, it's handy to have databases on file. It's
The
not
archives and file. Yep.
it's not a stat that you particularly keep, but you can work it out fairly quickly. Men will take a bit longer. There's more of them to.
Well, I mean, just only ask that because maybe there might be two more coming in about 7 ends.
Oh yes, wow, of course.
Possibility. And do they get presented at your prize giving all on the day?
Well, considering that they're currently on back order, they'll be presented at prize giving.
Okay, that answers that question. Linda just wants to miss that, but she's missing it again, but not quite the weight this time. She's probably still one to Alex, possibly. Jenny be looking to just add probably a couple of metres on this, on the last one. Under the line, but what's she going to do when she gets here? Going to nudge up the other one of Linda's.
So there's 71 in the men. but
71 men, gold
When I
star.
say gold stars, that includes 10, 15 and
Got
20
ya.
stars as well. So
Yeah.
a star or a bar has been awarded 71 times in the men, and what did I say?
48.
48 in the women. Yeah, there we go.
So you think Linda probably needs to just add another metre of weight because she doesn't want to just trickle into the bowl of Jenny's on the side here.
Oh, there you go. The text machine told us that shed says Bob's shed.
Bob, she doesn't say
Doesn't say the size of the green.
seriously, we get eyes everywhere, aren't we? Got eyes everywhere.
So the shed there is in is an honour of past life member Bob Holt.
There you go.
I assume past life member just from the context of
Yes.
having a shed, but
So they tell you the actual dimensions.
no,
They didn't
the
mention
text
that.
land answered one question and conveniently ignored the other.
Rob, we need the kettle prop of Rob again.
Yep.
That's
Uncertain who's got the shot there.
You would
From
think-
the angle, it looks a bit like
yeah.
Alex's bowl.
I think so. I would think so. But she tried to play the last shot again. I mean, the weight was fine. Just need to find that port between the two front bowls of Jenny's. obviously the optimum would be the bowl of Sean's, but Jack will be okay. Just wide again. Probably trying to play it with too much pace, probably.
Yeah, this is that aggressive style from
Yeah.
Rob, I think, trying to sit that bowl through rather than just
I think
drawing a
because
shot.
if you're just drawing a foot through, you've got a chance of being narrow onto. Lynn's got a chance of being narrow onto her own bowl, which would definitely make it shot, rather than trying to actually pierce through the gap and chip it off clean. So, but you say Rob would be probably more. What's he looking for? Assertive.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Interesting. Alex is coming down the same hand through that port. Clean run. He's got a goodie. He has. Great shot, Alex. Very good shot. That's more the weight that probably Linda could have been playing just to get herself through the channel.
How far Jack ball is it?
So Rob will be. You would think Rob would. No, he's going he's going to forehand. Okay, so something we probably can't see from here, but Linda. Oh, that was a. We don't know. Can't see. No, nothing.
So
That's. I mean, you'd wonder with that. Rob played that on the forehand, so I'm not sure what he was doing there. You would think the backhand would be the better option, Brendan, to get through the channel, wouldn't you?
yeah,
He's
I
got
think
balls
so.
to sit on. So through the channel, he's basically drawing through that channel.
You see Alex is trying to come around it, which is not a silly option either. He's going to get back to the jack here.
Well, he's probably going to be counting.
Yeah.
So I think
Yeah, it's
really,
interesting for Rob. I think
Yeah.
ideally you'd want to be
exactly.
underneath.
Yeah, she's saying Rob draw it.
But if you were just around it, like Alex was, or Alex was quite a fair way around it, you could be just around it and still have a good
I
result.
think he's overruled Linda here, so it'll be interesting to see how this goes.
Oh, separate cars on the
Yep,
way home. but
exactly.
This is going to be a telling end.
That's and he's narrow. Depends when he gets nothing, or he want to chip another one in.
Wow, I mean,
Oh, that's
a
that's
fortuitous result, I
yeah.
think.
No, bad result, wasn't it?
No,
Or
that's there, but that was of course, yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
was
Yeah.
that was a point Chev ball
That's
they
exactly.
pushed up. Yeah, sorry.
So I think
So 4.
Rob overruling Linda there might not have been a wise idea.
No.
So that puts a space in the proceedings. Still plenty of time, but it's 10-5 after 8 ends in the final of the Jarden 242 mixed pairs.
Not quite the 13-5 lead they had 3 years ago.
18-3.
Oh, 18-3, sorry.
Yes. Yeah, look, Alex played a couple of crucial bowls there, didn't he? Really. And I think they've missed. They missed a couple of opportunities, sadly, in that end. The Carlton Cornwall team. Why has Linda got another jack there? Seriously, Rob? Oh,
Yeah.
so while Rob's sitting in the way, Brendan, big thank you to our major sponsor, Jarden. Jarden is the leading investment and advisory firm connecting people, insights and capital to deliver exceptional outcomes. Their services range from investment banking to capital solutions and wealth management. You can visit more. You can find out more by visiting www.jarden.co.nz. Bowls Auckland. Bowls Auckland's vision is a community for all, a game for life, which that certainly is, Brendan. It's been in my life, most of it.
Oh, it consumes my life.
Yeah, exactly. But you work and play
Yep,
all your
yep.
life, yes.
Yeah, no, but it's a pretty good life, really, when you get to come and do this every day. So,
Absolutely.
great people, great community, and so many cool clubs around Auckland. Each offers, I think, a little bit different, but all trying to achieve the same goal.
And you can find out more about the events and upcoming updates results by visiting www.bowlsauckland.co.nz, which it's a good website there, and it's kept up to date regularly. And a big thank you again to our lads from WSL, doing a great job here. Thanks Sean, Fred, Tu and Gus.
And Dean.
And Dean. Dean's not on the list. We'll have to add Dean on the list. Sorry, Dean. I don't know why you're not on the list, mate. Brendan's going to add you.
So we see as we look out across the club now, everyone's moved up to the top green. And the other greens have been laid out of action. They probably won't be used again now until the Nationals.
Give them a bit of time to recover.
Yeah. Oh, it might be a midweek club tournament or something perhaps, but...
Oh, they play them on the artificial, wouldn't they?
No, they play on grass here. They're very proud...
Okay.
Very proud of their grass greens or natural surfaces here at Howick. They use them whenever they can.
So 2 good starter bowls there from Jenny. Giving Alex a good platform again.
How short was my bowl, please?
Oh, there we go. There's our website for Bowls Auckland up on the scoreboard there, bowlsauckland.co.nz. For all of our events, you can head to the events page. For Friday Flash as well, our weekly newsletter, you can sign up. The button there on the bottom of the home page. A whole lot of stories and content coming out weekly, as well as keeping you up to date on what's coming up and what's been going on. And then there's a whole lot of other useful information there for clubs and players and coaching and umpiring and yeah, you name it really. It's got a bit of everything, and anything that's not there, it links to the Bowls New Zealand website, and there's a pretty good chance it's going to be found on there. So,
And if you ever want to see the team from Bowls Auckland in person, they're based at the Mount Eden Bowling Club in 17 Stokes Road, Mount Eden. So they'll be more than happy to see you pop in for a cup of tea or a biscuit. Brendan's got the Tim Tams there ready for you if you want to pop in.
We don't have any Tim Tams because every time Poppy visits, they disappear.
Well, they did have Tim Tams.
You know, we're still out of the office for the Christmas break. We're, as a team, catching up on some R&R. The calendar this year has allowed us to actually take some time back for ourselves. So I believe the first of the team is back in the office on the 6th of January.
Yes.
And then the full team returns a week later on the 13th. So nice little break. Obviously I'll be involved in Nationals, so I'll be tied up playing and umpiring. My punishment for not qualifying is I'll have to umpire.
Well, that's fair enough, to be fair.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, we are looking for more umpires around Auckland, so if you are listening and think that you want to have a go at umpiring, it's a great opportunity to keep involved in the game. But equally, if you're in the younger crowd and just want to be involved and contribute, umpiring is a really great way to learn the game, develop your skills, and create a lot of opportunities.
Either of my bowls need to move to be counted.
So I believe we're going to be very shortly joined in commentary for a little bit of an interview by our CEO, Dean Bartlett. That facial expression suggests that he's perhaps not quite prepared. Alex chasing this bowl down the green.
Well, we think it's on a good line, but we unfortunately, Linda's still lost the memo about getting in the way.
Come to a good spot anyway.
Yes, it is.
Alrighty, so Rob down on the backhand, and as the players cross over, I will step out and introduce Dean Bartlett, our CEO, and allow you two to have a chat for the next couple of ends.
Chip it in, is he?
Yeah, he's
maybe.
Take the shot off
Again,
there.
can't quite see, but yes, it is. So as the ladies pop up the head to finish their bowls, I am joined by CEO of Bowls Auckland, Dean Bartlett. Good afternoon, Dean.
Good afternoon, Simon. How you going?
Very well, and yourself?
Good, good. Just adjusting. Brendan's got a bigger head than I.
Has he? I
Yeah.
can't believe that.
Surprised?
Well, no, you've got a fine-tuned head. That's probably what this is. So it's gone well. You happy with the weekend?
Yeah, I think so. What do you reckon?
Absolutely,
Yeah,
no.
a bit
It's, well, it's fantastic. I mean, I know I wasn't there yesterday or the day before, but they reckon the weather was pretty horrific with the wind. But the days turned out perfectly here for the finals day at the lovely Howick scenery. So I think the quality of the bowls is sort of, led us to believe that the conditions are great, good for bowls.
And you've enjoyed commentating?
I love commentating, Dean. It's good. Really enjoy it. It's quite good. Have a bit of banter, a bit of a laugh, bit of a talk, which is what you want from people listening, I suppose, hearing what's going on. Hopefully be informative and a bit of expertise thrown in as well, which is good.
Yeah, I've heard good feedback. And Brendan's been all right?
Brendan's been good. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Behaved?
Yeah. Mostly, most of the time. Yeah, not too bad at all.
And some good guests?
We've had some good guests here. Look, it was good having a chat to Mike Galloway, and again, and say we mentioned before, telling him online live that he actually got his record-breaking 24th centre title.
24?
24th, due to the change of the rules or the adjusting of the how those rules work for the centre titles. So he was pretty chuffed, I think, Dean, to be fair, with the whole result. So no, it was great. And
So it's got a 1 in, 1 out today for him then?
yes,
Lost the chance of one, but got one.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, he got one, but he didn't get one. But yeah, exactly.
Net neutral.
Yes, and it was nice to have Kevin Hickland, our Bowls Auckland patron, up here for a couple of ends as well. Obviously a legend in the game in both playing and commentating and being involved in administrator for Auckland Bowls for a long time. And of course his lovely partner Marlene, a legend in the game as well. So it was good to have a chat with him. He settled and lost his commentating edge to him, which is good. Yeah.
Good broadcaster.
Good broadcaster.
Broadcast mentor
Broadcast, yeah, good.
for you?
Well, I mean, I'm lucky enough to play a bit of bowls with both Grant Nisbet and John Macbeth. So they're pretty good. They've given me a few tips along the way as to, less is more. You don't need to carry on talking the whole time, and so it's good, but good fun. I mean, look, as long as we're informative and we I suppose portray what's going on in the game and have a bit of fun with it. But that's the thing, life's about enjoyment, Dean, isn't it?
So
Life's about having a bit of fun.
How do you think this is shaping up?
Well,
Coming down
that's-
the pointy end.
It's down to point. Well, I mean, a bit of an advantage for Point Chev there. A one shot to left, so that's 6-10 after 9 ends. So look, there's 5 ends to go still, Dean. So it's still anybody's game. In a game of 2-4-2 pairs, there's a lot of opportunities to score numbers, big numbers, 8 bowls. So here's the update of the ongoing finals, which we've got obviously the main event final here, Division 1 Carlton Cornwall 6-10 behind Point Chev. The Division 2 final, Papakura St Heliers are leading Mount Albert Manly 10-6. Division 3 final, Mount Albert Scottish Snows in front of Papakura Helensville 11-5. And then Division 4, Balmoral Point Chev have got the edge over St Heliers 12-8. So look, it's been a good day's bowls. Lots of fun. I noticed you're out there with the putting some more bowls in the Toblerone, stop them blowing away.
Many hands. It's happened.
Many hands,
The
absolutely.
great Howick volunteers.
Absolutely.
Led by Brian Jago.
Yeah,
A mammoth amount of work
fantastic.
over the past 3 days.
Good, eh? Well, that's
On
what
that
bowls is about, Dean, isn't it? Everyone help chipping in when needed.
A very small part.
Absolutely.
I
Yeah.
just wanted to get on telly.
You did? We got on telly.
Did I? Oh,
Yeah, we did.
good.
We got you.
I'll
on
rewatch
telly.
it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Go home and you hope you're taping this.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
put
exactly.
it on the socials.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's good.
Look, I think really Alex has been the difference in the game. So if he's played a couple of really crucial bowls, he really played a couple of really. I mean, that's what has been going like. So, and of course, big incentive for both Alex and Jenny is that both sitting on gold star. So,
Huge.
if they win today, they both get the gold star, which is huge in any centre. But the centre is competitive as Auckland. That's a big achievement. So. and for a guy that doesn't play a lot of bowls because of his responsibilities with bowls in New Zealand, that's a doubly good achievement. So, and that's just fantastic lead bowls. At any level, it's fantastic. So, brilliant.
Yeah, he's impressive. Great asset to bowls, right, Alex?
Yeah, absolutely.
Fantastic.
Yeah, he has.
Good interview earlier on.
Pardon?
Good interview earlier on.
Yeah, it was good.
Alex?
Yeah, good. No, it's you don't often interview a player that's about to play a final before he plays a final like 5 minutes before. So, he lives and breathes bowl, so he'll do anything to foster the game. It's fantastic. So, yeah.
No, it's brilliant. And Brendan might have mentioned, so I think with the Jarden Open, in terms of trying to make it bigger and brighter, if you like,
Yes.
and also a bit more distinctive from the rest of the offerings and the rest of the centre events.
Yep.
And trying to broaden the reach as well. So what is it around the increase in prize money, broadcast obviously.
Yep.
And I think we had 106 team entries, most in the last 10 years. So most for a decade.
106.
from
Yep.
memory. Yeah, 106 was up 94 in last
Yep.
season.
So we had in 23-24 is 96, 22-23 84, 21-22 78, and 20-21 96. So yeah, that's the best. First time over the ton. So that's fantastic. Any sport that has an increase in numbers is doing a good job. Doesn't matter what sport you are. I reckon any sport.
Yeah, and the trend's going. It's good so far. And we've had 2 opens now with the Women's Premier Singles Open back in September, which cracked the 100 as well,
Yes.
which is really good. So trying to elevate the Opens, if you like, or those tournaments that are open to anyone to enter from across the country.
They're
and
great.
internationally as well.
That's I think that's a good initiative to have those open tournaments so you can attract. I mean, this time of year is perfect for you guys because you've got the nationals coming up in another week. So it's a good warm up for those players that want to get even if they come from wee way away, not a long way away, have a bit of practice on the greens which they're going to be playing on. Get used to our lovely Auckland weather. That was the thing.
Sunshine.
That was the thing that Mike Galloway said. He says fingers crossed for 10 days of fine weather. But he said, meh,
What are your chances?
no. I think last time we were here, I think I played in the worst raining conditions we've played in at over the shore, and we played on an artificial green, and it was just unbelievable. I've never been as wet in my life. But with the artificials, you get an option of still carrying on, don't you? So you've got to have it. So.
Yeah, important, mate.
Yeah. So
That's cool.
another great end here from the Point Chef team. That's really good bowls. You think maybe Linda might have to have a little bit of a niggle here, a bit of a probing shot on her forehand. Yeah, looks to be a bit under the line. These are very. I was talking to Brendan before, Dean. I mean, those are very hard shots to play. Because the green's so fast, it's either really, really fast or draw bowling. So they are difficult shots to play. This is actually very crucial, and if they drop a 4 here, that's a big space. That'll be huge gulf to come back from for the Carlton Cornwall team.
And Alex is still a prolific indoor bowler?
Prolific
Gets
is
around the
the
circuit?
word. Prolific. He probably would have had the best year I've known anybody ever.
Really?
Oh, he's phenomenal.
Better than you?
Oh, well better than me. I'm well past my prime, Dean. I'm out the other end. 61 now. Jeez, I'm a granddad for the 4th time.
Oh,
2 weeks ago.
congratulations.
Yeah,
2
so
weeks.
2 weeks ago. Yeah, she's
Nice.
15th of December had a little.
Nice.
My oldest daughter had a little daughter, Claudia, which I saw a couple of days ago.
Beautiful.
But no, Alex had an extremely successful 2024. Phenomenal, to be fair.
Yeah.
Shot
Take a
here.
miss. Oh, unlucky.
She's chipped her only bowl in there off the head. So that's going to make difficult. Well, Rob's a as you've probably seen before. Rob's quite a good driver, so there is a bit of a gap there, bit of opportunity for Rob to peel all those out. But difficult shots under pressure to play. It's like any sport under pressure. So when you relax and you've got nothing to worry about, but when you're under pressure, that's when you start to sort of not doubt your ability, but say no, this you've got to make sure this counts. This has got to. It's like when you play cricket.
When you turn up. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Bowls especially, right? Like all eyes are on you, or at least it feels that way at times, which is quite unique.
It is.
You start the movement, you finish the movement.
Yeah, you do.
It's not a reactory sport.
Correct. Yeah, it can be a bit of a lonely sport at times, with that, and you either handle that pressure or you don't. It's just one of those things, And look, we're humans too. That's the old story. You're not robots. So even the best players can miss shots, even the best ones. So.
Does this tournament tempt you?
It would
Playing
normally.
wise?
It would normally, but say I had the new. I knew my granddaughter was popping out sometime, so I knew I had to get up and see her, go down to see her. So
Yeah, responsibilities.
I'm playing the nationals pairs. That's it. So very good.
Who's your partner?
Young fella from Stokes, fella called Jordan Keane, who last year won the New Zealand champ singles outdoor. Went very well.
How did you score that one?
Look, I know him pretty well.
So he's skipping?
I think so. I don't know. It was the very last day of entries, and he texted my stepdaughter Georgia to say, "Do you know anybody who wants to play close here?" Great shot from Rob Ashton. Killed it. Know anybody who wants to play in the pairs, and I haven't been doing nothing at the time. So yeah, so very fortunate to be playing with someone of that ilk.
Nice.
Yeah, and it's very good. And you've given Brendan a bit of time off to play.
Yes, I think Brendan. Yep, he's playing nationals.
Yes.
Been a pretty big workload the past 3 months for us, really.
Yeah.
But we slow down in January with nationals and then Taranaki Open.
Yep.
So not much for us in January, and then come back February with Bolshoi 5 Open.
Nice.
Early February.
Yes.
Entries open at the moment. If Brendan
Go
gave
to
that
the
a plug.
website.
Did
Yeah,
Brendan give that a plug?
We've given that
nice.
a plug. Yes, we have.
Nice.
We're
12th
continually plugging
Jan?
it. Yeah, we're
Yeah, good.
continually plugging it.
Giving the sponsors some airtime?
Lots of sponsor airtime. Lots of sponsor. You would have heard that. We'll be lots of sponsor airtime. So yeah, no, it's good. Look, it's good getting good sponsors, Dean. It's hugely important to any sport, and obviously Jarden's been on board with you guys for the last 4 years for this tournament, but quite a long time sponsor with Bowls Auckland. Always for those people out there who decide they'd like to sponsor something, we're always happy to have new investors or partners on board with Bowls Auckland. So if you ever want to do that, you can get hold of the Bowls Auckland team. Without sponsors, it's hard work for any sport. So in bowls, we're considered a bit of a minority sport. It's nice to get some love from some of the sponsors out there.
Yeah, it's good. It just allows us to deliver a better experience, really. Like today with the broadcast, etc. The increase in prize money just gives us more confidence to be able to do that. Underwrites it, really, for us, which is really helpful.
100%. I mean, look, the way you've tiered the divisions, also gives more people a chance to get in the money, doesn't it, really?
Yeah,
So
and that's all our playing program committee, with Brendan doing that from the staff side. So they've done a lot of work on this, and then as I said before, trying to differentiate our tournaments and make them special, which I think this one, as you saw today with the Takapuna team, so welcoming clubs from other centres and kind of showing off our clubs, if you like,
absolutely.
and also our tournaments, which is really cool.
Look, I mean, you've also got to try new initiatives, don't you, to see, I mean, if it's the old story, if you don't know till you try things. So, if it's well received, that's great, isn't it? So,
What do you reckon here, Simon?
look, I mean, that was a big save last end from Rob. I mean, he needed to, because 4 down and looking really ugly. It's, again, as I said, Alex has just been really steady off the front. When he's been playing the 2 lead bowls, he's generally getting a bowl really handy. So it puts the pressure on the Carlton Cornwall team to outdo the lead bowls, because that's as you probably know with bowls, those first 2 bowls are crucial. Getting a couple of bowls handy sets yourself up for later on in the end. So.
And what do you reckon about us, Simon? What should be our next focus area? What should bowls do in Auckland? What should bowls Auckland do?
Well, I mean, you're going the right way. I mean, I think we've got to get out to the schools and get more people playing, and that's the hard part. Is obviously the Twilight or community bowls is a great initiative. That's great. I mean, the hardest market to I suppose to capture is the 30 to 40-year-olds. That's the hardest, because they've either got young kids or they're doing things in their life. They're just setting business up. So that's the hardest part, is trying to capture those people that are settled enough. They've got money. They've got enough things that their life should be settled enough, just to get them encouraged to come out and play a cheap sport.
Yeah, definitely, and very accessible. That Twilight space, I think 23 of the 39 clubs now deliver a social bowls, twilight burger and bowls type tournament, which is awesome. And I think it was the first year our twilight numbers outnumbered men's full playing.
Wow.
So it's pretty incredible
That's great.
that growth in that space.
Look, I mean, as we know, if you can capture 2 or 3 members from each of those events, the clubs are benefiting. The clubs are benefiting financially because they're getting people at their venue, and obviously generally they've got a bar there, so there's going to be some revenue there as well, and quite a lot of those players are business either owners or business partners from who can come and invest in the prospect as well. So
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So increasing that activity at clubs. And as you say, who knows what those overflow benefits will be?
Yeah.
It could be a corporate, it could be joining the next Twilight tournament, or it could be, as you say, more a membership type overflow, which all of that stuff is good stuff.
100%. I mean, I'd like to former under-19 New Zealand cricket representative. Wow, they've done some research on you, Dean Bartlett. Hey,
Who's that stitch up?
fantastic. Probably Sean, I reckon, but from Michael. And obviously, look, I mean, the target area for any sport is the young kids as well. That's the main one. The kids at intermediate to high school. Again, it's just getting the funding for those sort of things. It'd be great if we could get some funding involved and get some full-time work for some
activators,
appropriate people.
Yeah. No, definitely. That's a space we want to pull the tap on.
Yeah.
Quite heavy.
Yes.
Coming up, we've put our feet in the water. I think last year reached over 3,000 kids. We're seeing some overflow benefits in through the secondary school pairs, junior secondary school pairs.
Yes.
This is the first time we're running in the under 26 pairs open in late
great.
March. So we're just trying to create more playing opportunities, either organised or unorganised, as in unorganised, the taster sessions, etc.
Yep.
And then organised play, the more tournament space.
That's right.
So really exciting for us. And I think it's not necessarily about getting memberships or direct memberships from that. It's just getting more awareness and ensuring that bowls in front of these kids and people at all ages. Same as Twilight. So bowls in front of those Twilight people. We just want bowls in front of rangatahi or youth, which is huge. And those benefits, who knows where they'll come from. Might come from an older brother, might come from a dad, a grandparent. You don't know.
We have a little bit of indoor where we've had the juniors come along to play and their mum and dad come along just to watch, and then we're short a player and they're, do you want to play, Dad? And, I don't play. And he comes along and they play. So it's a connection.
Isn't that the beauty of the sport?
100%.
That can happen. And you look at that, that's very rare. Any other sport can allow that.
Yep.
You look at rugby, cricket, golf, the barriers of participation are quite high. But bowls is exceptional for that.
Not a lot of potential for a dad to play with the son or his grandson, is there?
And
with bowls there is.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's something we need to capture. And doing really well. And you mentioned before the trends in terms of census data, tournament data is all going up.
Yes.
But it's for us, how do we accelerate that? And work and align with both bowls New Zealand, see what they're doing well, don't double up on what they're doing necessarily, but potentially fill gaps. And then same with the clubs. Where do we fit in? What do the clubs need from us? And then what can we do for them? And then what gaps do they have that they fill themselves, especially in that more local level?
I think I was involved in the secondary school pairs they had, and to see those kids, some of them hadn't played before. That was just awesome.
It's pretty cool.
And look, I mean, some of the natural ability was just beyond belief. Those kids. So
I think as well, it changes the dynamic at a club. So if you can open up to corporates, Twilights, rangatahi, youth, it changes that dynamic, and as you say, probably breeds new life into your bowling experience as well. Absolutely. And how you attach to the club and bowls.
Freshens up. Like 20 years ago, some of the clubs are quite stodgy and like the old rules and this and the other.
And bowls.
100%. No, I know. Who knew?
Not in Auckland.
No, some other places. But now, look, I say it does freshen things up. You're getting the younger people and the kids and 20-year-olds that are playing. A bit more, a little bit out there, a bit more. What's the word? Exuberant is the word. I think you like. So can only be good for the game.
Yeah, it's that diversity. And I think bowls is kind of the best kept secret in Auckland, really. Like the clubs are fantastic, and once people know we're here and come down, they have an awesome time. So how do we increase that?
So come to the pointy end of this end. Alex is going to another really good shot from Alex. Got the shot. Well, thanks for coming and have a chat, Dean. I'm really pleased with hopefully you're pleased with the way the weekend has gone.
Do you not trust me to call the end?
Is it? Well, yeah, do. I thought you were going to go.
I thought you were kicking me out.
Shouldn't
No.
they? It's a good product you're putting on here, so it's fantastic. So,
Not me, mate.
well, you're the steering wheel, you're the rudder
Too kind.
to the big ship.
Nah, it's a pleasure. These are good. And just before I get kicked off, just thank you to everyone. Thank you to the staff, the delivery staff, WSL guys, fantastic. 3 days, long time. Thank you very much to Howick and all the volunteers led by their president Brian Jager. Absolutely fantastic. All other clubs who have hosted as well. A real difficult time to host, especially the 27th, 28th. So really appreciate that and acknowledge that. And thanks to the players, officials, supporters. It's been great. And look forward to watching the last couple of ends and then handing out a few trophies.
Well done.
Thank you, Simon.
Right, so Rob is. We're getting to the pointy end, and Rob is again in a bit of trouble. Alex has played a really good shot to sit the shot bowl out and sit for himself. He may be holding, definitely one, maybe two, but there's not much that Rob can do here, Brina, by the looks of it. He's got.
He's found himself in a bit of a tight spot there. That's for sure.
Well, he played a great shot when you're out of commentary to kill it. He played it, 4 to 5 down, played a absolute ripper. So
yeah, I was a bit preoccupied stitching up the boss with some stats of his glory days.
Well done. So this has got to be I think he's tight. Unless he's got enough weight to sit Linda's over. He's tight. Doesn't want to set that over. So one, maybe two, I think.
Is the front bowl even worth a shout?
Maybe, yeah. There was a bowl leaning on the back bowl.
Yeah, I can just see it past the Carlton Cornwall shirt.
Again, I can't quite tell with Linda in the way, sadly.
I had to run downstairs to encourage people to encourage. Oh, that's a great result. Run downstairs to encourage people to encourage the players not to stand in front of the cameras.
Again?
It's extremely frustrating.
It could be 3 to Alex, I reckon.
Yeah, I think it's 3 to Alex. And then maybe even a fourth to...
Are they two balls? No, we weren't touching. Not now.
No, fourth to Jenny, I think. Although they've been a bit cautious in pulling out that fourth shot.
Well, they've only taken 2 out so far, haven't they? So they're going to then...
Oh, sorry, I meant third shot.
Yeah, so
I knew what I meant.
I understand. I hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, Wings
He's
on the
he's
prowl.
loitering.
He's ready. He's keen.
He's ready for his 5 minutes of fame. We've already seen a couple of measures from Wing. This will be the longest one that...
Yes, they have
Wheeler
been a
done.
couple of little calipers, haven't they?
A couple of little caliper measures earlier in the day. Yeah, that's definitely in.
in.
That's not even close.
And she's having a crack at the front one.
It's hard to tell from this angle, but it's
I did the
different.
scoreboard.
Oh, he did the scorecard while I was away. What a good lad.
3.
3.
3 shots. So that gap's becoming even wider now, which is becoming an issue now with ends running out for the team from Carlton Cornwall. So after 10 of the 14 ends, it is 13-6. So a margin of 7 with just the 4 ends to play. Not insurmountable, but you'd wanted to... Carlton Cornwall want to be scoring within the next, well, probably next 2 ends, you'd say, Brendan. They need to probably score.
Don't want to let Carlton Cornwall lock in that multiple.
No.
Carlton Cornwall don't want to let Point Chev lock in that multiple, scoring in another end.
So a second shot every end from here for the Point Chef team.
Yep.
Is a good result.
Good result. Yep. Good catch up with the boss. Am I still employed tomorrow?
I think so. For 2 days, maybe a couple of days.
A couple more days.
Yeah. Is he still here?
No, he's disappeared now. I had his crick info page up trying to feed our graphics man a whole bunch of stats, but
right. No, I think he's since he's taken the role on, he's been quite proactive. I think I definitely think that Bowls Auckland has gone ahead in the last 2 or 3 years, which has been fantastic. Can only be good for the game to have. I think people in spots like his at his age.
He's not much older than me.
No.
Crick Info actually has his age to the day.
Wow.
Yeah.
So that's good. I'd say it can only be good for the game to get more useful ideas and different perspectives on the game coming in.
Yeah, and I mean we see a lot of cricket administrators coming into the bowl space, and bringing in some of the ideas. Obviously, cricket over the last sort of, say, 10 to 15 years has gone through a major change with the addition of ODIs and now 2020s, and now we're seeing all sorts of funky short form stuff. And, you know, it hasn't all seamlessly crossed into bowls, but we're perhaps a little bit more traditional in that particular sense. But a lot of the atmosphere, the environment, the event format style, it's all coming through. Certainly seeing younger crowds coming through.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's all about that promotion and how we sell the sport. At its most competitive, it's still very much a time-consuming game, but certainly in the more social levels, the shorter hour fast formats are taking over. I know my club, one of my clubs I should say, Auckland Bowling Club down in the Domain, they run a little 6-week twilight program in the spring and again in the fall, and yeah, real short, sharp, hour-long games. They put on a bit of food for everybody. It's a great atmosphere, really social.
100%.
Annalise and Nenad do a great job down there at Auckland, looking after everybody. But equally, a lot of the clubs, in fact, just about all the clubs in Auckland run some kind of twilight offering. So yeah, I mean, reach out to your local club, because I can guarantee there's something going on that everybody can be a part of.
I think, I was saying to Dean, I think Alex has been the difference, really. He's played some really, really good shots.
Oh, like he wants that gold star.
Oh, yes.
And after the last 2 attempts falling short, he really had his mind set on this one. He's had a good run. Some days you just come to bowls and you say to yourself, I'm going home with nothing but the title, and I think that was pretty much where he was this morning. I was actually a bit surprised he jumped on commentary, because the conversation I had with him this morning, you could see just in the words he was using and the look in his eye, he was very determined.
I mean, for a guy, say, who doesn't get a lot of opportunities to play with his other role with Bowls New Zealand, it's very admirable the way he's gone.
Oh, look, he's a very naturally talented player, but again, that indoor experience makes all the difference. You can really pick up and cross over without too much difficulty.
I tell you what, you wouldn't want to play him at darts either.
No, he's not as good at darts as he lets on to be.
Oh, he's not bad still.
No, he's
better than me. I'm a javelin chucker.
Yeah, well, he went through a phase, because of course what some people may or may not know is I actually went to high school with Alex, so I've known him for almost forever. And he used to go through this phase where he'd take photos of all of his 180s, and he got up to about 9 or 10, then decided to stop counting. But that probably took him 9 or 10 years to get those few photos. What he has in darts ability, though, he lacks in pool. So if you ever want to beat him in a game, you put him on a pool table.
Right.
Again, he's a distinct disadvantage being colourblind. He doesn't know what he's hitting half the time.
I think has the point sheaf other team finished, have they?
Yeah, 22-8. The point Chev Balmoral combination have defeated Donna and Paul Davidson of St Heliers in the Division 4 final.
Well, could be a good day for point sheaf for the Pirates.
Yeah, I can just see Ian McKenna now celebrating with some pirate rum.
Jenny's been good the whole game.
Yeah, look, she's had, again, she's almost been that non-striker batsman, to use the cricket analogy. Alex has done all the work, and Jenny's just been supporting. Oh, you mean blocking? You mean, yeah, showing off the merchandise?
Yes.
Look, I think, to be fair, all 4 of, well, maybe not Alex, but the other 3 have all certainly shown us the backs of their shirts. They're very proud of them.
Yep.
And when they watch it back in the next day or 2, I think they'll understand the frustration that not only us but all our viewers have had from time to time as well.
Another good shot. Look at that, 4 good shots, 4 within 2 feet from Alex.
Yeah, great bowling from Alex.
I think the pendulum has definitely swung to the point sheaf way. I think it takes something special for Rob to turn this around. Do you want me to kill it? That'd be handy, probably, says Linda. Not a very big target.
Well, I mean, I'm not really sure why they're going for that intent, to be honest. They're, 5 ends to play? 4 ends to play. They're not that far behind. And that's a bit of a waste. That's a waste of a bowl. Well, that jumped off Linda's ankle and up into the bank. He's he's probably more upset that his bowl's got a scratch in it from landing up on the bank. I'll never forget the day I first got my brand new Aero bowls and come up to Mount Eden for a New Zealand under-18 something camp of some description. And we're out the back on the artificial. I played a drive shot and there was a bowl in the ditch. It hit it and went straight up over the 6-foot high fence and landed into the rock garden on the other side. And my brand new bowl had a lovely big hunk out of it. Absolutely gutted. Of course, back then I was a bit fitter and could drive a lot faster.
Well, was it dry for show, draw for dough?
Yes, well, it's very impressive when you hit them.
So I think a number here would sort of be the end of it, I'd imagine.
Yeah, well, it's starting to write the script, isn't it?
They've got they hold 5, do they?
Well, no, this bowl here in the middle at 4 o'clock ish is Linda's.
Yeah,
probably, yes.
Maybe 3 then.
Maybe 3. I'm actually surprised Jenny's not on the other hand trying to sit that bowl through.
Well, you wouldn't want to be skinny and get onto the jack, would you?
Yeah, I suppose you've got a fair point there.
Really. Anyway, Linda, we knew Linda would be
And I
driving.
suppose it's only really worth one more, isn't it?
Yeah. So Linda's in the mix here. Oh, just going a smidgen, just sits on the back one.
Well, that's going to be second shot.
Yeah, so that's good. Even though you don't want to be, you want to be scoring, but if you're not going to score, one's the best option.
Yeah, I think I just kind of out the window overheard Alex saying that it's close to second shot. So perhaps the wing bowl there at 3 o'clock remains second shot, or just past 3 o'clock remains the second shot.
Yep.
Needing it to turn in just over a bit too fast. Going to turn her own over. So yeah, I think Rob just needs to get her to play the same bowl. One down.
There you go. So you don't want to be danger here as you're foot heavy and you squeeze like a pip the jack out to her right, our left. And
yeah, you've really just got to play the same weight and just aim to be just faulty wide as she was with her previous bowl. And if the bowling gods are in their favour, she'll turn down onto the shot bowl and get the shot.
Not going to be, but good effort.
Yeah, she's tried to correct there and dropped it short.
One. So after 11 of our 14 ends, it's now 14-6, 8 the difference with 4 to go. So 2 an end is what the Carlton Cornwall team require. One more shot from the Point Chef team, I think might be Mayday.
Yeah, certainly looking like the writing on the wall, and a great opportunity just there to take a look at some of the local sponsors for the Howick Bowling Club. Really nice signage around the Howick Bowling Club, actually. All very consistent and uniformed, whilst very individual. It all looks like it belongs there. As we see what looks to be a kill there in Division 3, so they'll reset that end and play again. Back to our Division 1 final. Alex Reid leading off on his forehand. 16-4 the score. After 14-6. What am I doing?
You're dyslexic.
It's been a long 3 days, and I think the end is very nigh.
For your commentary career?
Yeah. I tried to give myself a sleep in by not setting an alarm this morning, but I'm making sure it's turned off tomorrow.
Right, opportunity for Rob to get on that jack first with Alex missing.
And I think what's important here is they need to not fish. They just need to draw their bowls, be patient. They've got the ability to score too. Because when you look down the scorecard, they've got 2 points in the fifth end and then 4 singles. So They've definitely got the ability. They just need to get the bowls into the right areas.
Well, Alex is it's not a mile away, but it's far enough away that Rob's got opportunity to have the shot when he leaves the head. As he coming out of the shadow. It's a little bit narrow. Yeah, still narrow. Mm. So he did say, it's funny how things get your mind, because he did say to me during the break that was the narrower hand. So he might have talked himself into being, oh, that's narrow, oh, I won't take as much green. But
Yeah, I am a big believer in the word narrow being outlawed in the game of bowls, the same as the word short, to be honest. As much as I do use it sometimes in commentary, it's just a good adjective, but on the green I never like to use the word short.
so I'm not short and narrow.
No, you're lacking 3 feet.
Oh.
It's it just from a coaching point of view, and if I put my coaching hat on for a brief moment, we just talk about player psychology, and when someone says don't be short, the last word a person hears is the word short, and just psychologically it just gets in someone's head. They don't do it on purpose. You get so focused on playing the perfect bowl that you actually just forget what you're doing and end up dropping it short anyway. So it's a bit the same with narrow. I remember when Henslight brought out the alpha, as you'd be well aware. And then the dynamics came out not long after that, and the Greenmaster XP1s, all these narrow bowls, or marketed as narrow bowls, but the reality is they still take about 3.5, 4 feet of green. There really is no such thing as a narrow bowl. If you want a narrow bowl, you throw the jack.
Or you get a Turbo Pro.
Well, or you get a Turbo Pro, but again, I was watching, what's his name, Les Brown from Howick. He's got a set of Turbo Pros. I was watching him out here yesterday. He was taking just as much green as anybody else. They were still turning into the head beautifully. There really is no such thing as a narrow bowl. They all turn. Some just turn a lot more than others.
See, Linda's gone outside that yellow line, and she's coming back, so it's not really as narrow as Rob's thinking, and it's a good shot too. Well, there's the 2 at the stage, Brendan. So if they can make a bonus, lots of bowls to go yet, obviously, but they've got a 3 or 4. Will certainly, well, put the cat amongst the pigeons, I imagine, for the last 3 ends. Good shot from Jenny.
Yeah, great ball, Jenny. Well played.
Yeah, great
Very
bowl
good
from
shot.
Jenny. Picked up on not necessarily a bad end from Alex, but one of the few ends where he has left Jenny a little bit of work to do. Again, probably helped by the fact that Linda played 2 very good opening bowls with her first 2 of the 4.
She's really got to try and move this with this one. Move something anyway. Oh, she's in the area. She's in the area. Oh, she's a bit unlucky the way that's set. Good bowl though.
I think she might even have the shot.
A bit stiff. Alex Alex has still got one. He says.
Am I trying and do it again? Am I meant to try and
Alex, you're in the way.
Yep, Alex, it's your turn to be told to move.
Yeah.
To be fair, he's well trained. I think he's spent enough time yelling at players to know you walk in front, do your bit as a player, and then let the spectators see what's going on. Well, he's adopted the squat, and it looks to be coming in on a very good line here. It gets the inside edge of the bowl. Oh, that's a brilliant effort.
Well, Linda's still got. She's played 3 great bowls this end. Means she's 1 down.
And what that wing bowl of Jenny's does is it actually just allows Alex a little bit more confidence to play a couple of yards away, sort of aiming to almost get back to Rob's blue bowl, actually now where his bowl's going to land. He can play that sort of weight, sit the bowl of Linda's through, hold 3 shots.
Actually, my maths isn't that good, to be fair, because there's only 3 ends to go, so they need more than 2 an end.
Yeah, I just didn't challenge that.
No,
I just
fair call. So they need, they got to have 3 here, so looking pretty difficult at this stage. Even Alex, as you say, Alex can afford to be there because he can trail a little.
Yeah,
the
I
jack
think
round
Alex
the
would
corner.
like this game to end a couple of ends shy. He's getting a lot more redder than he was this morning. His face almost matches his shoes. He'll be looking forward to a day at home with some aloe vera cream, I think.
Just a little high, isn't he? Just
Yeah, he's probably a bit too
little
quick.
high.
Oh, no, he's not too quick. He's just a bit high. Yeah, no, you're right. He's
a good spot. But anyway,
Well, to be honest, it's more of a draw shot, actually. I thought he might have been just a little bit more... Well, yeah, it's hard to say because I don't want him to overplay the shot, but that to me was more of a draw intent rather than a push the bowl over.
has Rob got an option on the front bowl of Linda's? If we pan back to the no,
No, very unlikely. I see where you're getting at, but I don't.
there's a bit of a gap between all the bowls, isn't there?
Yeah, he is having a bit of a
Again,
probe.
He's got to change that, doesn't he?
See, this is the sort of shot that I thought we might have seen Alex playing, just that little bit more weight.
Tell you what, I reckon I'd have been having a little wee poke at that front blue, because there's a gap and gap. Again, it's do or die now, isn't it? Sitting near the bush, as they say.
There's really no harm in Alex trying to play that blue bowl through for 3. Yeah, it's a very safe shot that Jenny's calling it. Maybe they've got the shot. Maybe Point Chef have the shot.
They've got the shot. Yep, they have got the shot. I suppose she's trying to cover the 2 bowls of Rob's on the wing there.
Yeah, well, if they've got the shot, then yes, this makes more sense. There's no need to be silly. Yeah, well, he's just going to come around the corner, but he sort of did split those 2 bowls quite nicely.
Well, could be the defining bowl here of the final. I don't know. That's a facial expression that says good, does it?
Well, he's on a better line than his previous delivery.
Oh, he's dead
that
stiff.
is an unfortunate result.
Dead stiff. Great effort.
And that could be 2. If that's 2, I think that's almost shake hands.
So definitely 1. Yep, it is. Shake hands.
It's shake hands time.
Well, there you go. Gold stars for both Alex Reid and for Jenny Stockford of the Point Chevalier Club. Congratulations to both of you. Commiserations to Rob Ashton and Linda Ralph from the Carlton Cornwall Club. Great effort.
Yeah, look, it's been an exceptional game of bowls, really. As we highlighted, Alex Reid, probably the MVP in this final, played a lot of tulling bowls. The Carlton Cornwall combination just couldn't quite find that same level of consistency. Although, to be fair, they probably didn't have the advantage building heads in the semi-final either. They had that aggressive play style that got them through. And you see the excitement there from the Point Chef team. They've finally done it. This is something that they've tried a few years now to achieve. And I know it'd be a massive weight off Alex's shoulder winning this title, not only winning this title with Jenny, but also for the both of them achieving their gold stars. So as the players just gather their bowls and a bit more of their composure, perhaps we will shortly cross down to Fred Greenside for a bit of a player interview with our winners. But we'll just let the players enjoy this moment.
Well, so much for letting getting the game started early, the other games to get finished.
Well, look, I mean, we didn't really expect this final to finish 2 ends early, but that is just the blows. And as we look down the scorecard again, we mentioned just before, 2 shots on the 5th end to Carlton Cornwall, and then 4 singles. That early 4 from Point Chev set the pace. A 3 there on the 10th end, and a final 2.
Another 4 in the 8th
Another
end.
4 in the 8th end, yeah. So some big numbers there from Point Chev, taking their opportunities, finding their rhythm. And there we see some of the updates, the final scores from the other finals. We've just got the Division 3 final in the far end of the green. Leanne Paulson and Bart Robinson, Papakura and Helensville trailing Mount Albert 13-10.
4 ends to go still.
4 ends to go still.
No, 3 ends to go.
3 ends to go now.
Yeah.
They've just flipped over, I'm guessing, as the graphic's gone up. And then the Division 2 final, Mount Albert and Manly narrowly leading Papakura and St Heliers 13-11. And they've just completed another end as well. So I believe we now have Fred Greenside with our winners, Jenny Stockford and Alex Reid. Over to you, Fred.
Congratulations on winning the Jarden Open final. Thoughts on the game?
Well, it's only recent. I don't have any thoughts on it. Yeah, I just
And terrific, Jenny. Your thoughts?
Too many today for the weekend, but yeah, he carried me, so I'm not proud I'm taking it.
You had a tight quarter-final, tight semi-final. Got a bit of breathing space in this one. Bit of a relief that it was slightly easier.
Well, like I said, I mean, we've been 12 or 13 shots up in a final before and lost it. So I was focused until the end. I didn't realise they conceded until I saw Jenny walking towards me. So I was just as stressed in this one as the others, but nice to be up for sure.
And you had a couple of big ends, like you had a 4 on the first, you had a 4 on the 8th, or like that, just to get yourself sort of that gap that you could probably relax a little bit.
Yeah, I was really disappointed with my shot play in the quarterfinal, which was the first time I played on this rink. So I was trying to make amends and pleased I was able to actually follow through some shots this time around.
How are you going to celebrate, Jenny?
Well, a few drinks, I think.
Awesome. Good way to finish the year as well. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yes, well, it's been a very long 3 days here around Auckland for the Jarden Open Mixed Pairs 2024 edition. And just before we sign off for the day, we must send our thanks out to a few people. Firstly, to our major sponsor, Jarden, to all our other commercial partners at Bowls Auckland, to Balmoral, Carlton Cornwall, Pakuranga, Royal Oak, Te Atatu, Point Chevalier, East Tamaki, and of course, headquarters here at Howick Bowling Club, to all the greenkeepers, the volunteers, to WSL, to Simon and the rest of the team here at Bowls Auckland, our umpires for today, Les, Wing and Gwen, as well as our umpires around over the past 2 days. Our congratulations once again to our winners, Alex Reid and Jenny Stockford from the Point Chevalier Bowling Club. For full match results and including all the other divisions, you can find those on our website via Bowls Hub very shortly. From me, Brendan Walton, signing off on what's been an exciting weekend. Simon, any final thoughts from you?
Been a great day's bowls here at the Howick Bowling Club. Been a pleasure bringing you the commentary today, and I'd just like to wish all the viewers and all the people out there all the best for the new year. And we will see you all in the new year at another event. All the best for the Nationals for those who are playing in it. So happy New Year, and let's all have a good one.
Who you are never really changes. And it was clear who Ron Jarden would be. The Jardens, from Lower Hutt, were an average family who refused to be average. His mum was one of the best croquet players in the world, and his dad drove the fastest horse of the day. So no one was surprised when Ron set track records at school that stood for 50 years. Or when he bulked up at the lumberyard and earned a spot on the wing for Wellington. Or when he earned the famous black jersey, but after scoring 145 first-class tries, he retired at 26, never to play rugby again. Nothing average about that. He gave himself a year to learn stockbroking and started his own firm in the fitting room of a Wellington menswear store. And you know what? Jarden became New Zealand's leading investment and advisory firm. They help fund airports, power stations, iconic buildings, advising companies, governments, and iwi, enabling homegrown brands to reach a global market. And now they help over 50,000 of us to navigate the highs and lows to reach our financial goals. Jarden helped Corrine and Mark invest and retire in Wanaka. And one day, they'll help the grandkids retire in Wanaka too. Because whether the future's about what matters most to you, or the next big thing, we're focused to deliver great outcomes for our clients. Whether they're the next Ron Jarden or anybody else who refuses to be average.